Hello. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And if you're watching me in the afternoon, good afternoon. And if you're watching me in the evening, good evening. I am Wendy Talley. It has been a long time since I've posted a video from all of my subscribers, and I am so glad that you all continue to stick with me. I am the founder and creator of KW Essential Services, Black Speakers Rock, and the Lease Consulting Group. Yes, 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 I am a busy, busy woman. But what I want to be able to impart for you are some amazing things that are coming out for all of the folks that follow me, that work with me, my clients, for 2018. I want to be able to talk about how do you create positive thinking. And I know you hear about this all the time, all the different, motivational videos. I've told you about those. Going to speak with coaches, meditating. For those of you that pray, go to church, remove all the negative things that are in your life and bring some positive things in your life, and that's including people. But I want to be able to give you some 10 positive tips that can assist you with that. So first, let me just share a story. Recently, I just discovered that, I'm pretty overwhelmed. I talk to many people about, how can you live an abundant life and a stress-free life? But I didn't realize I was overwhelming myself. I was putting a lot of things on my plate. And I got so weighted with all of the great things and some of the negative things as well on my shoulders. My body began to respond, and I wasn't sitting still long enough to be able to hear what my mind and my body was telling me, until I began to have chest pain. I know you're like, chest pain, yeah, that's pretty serious. No, it was very serious. It was to the point where every time I would see myself going to my 9 to 5, my chest got tight. Every time that I would see myself having to go on the computer to create another video, to create some more content, my chest just tightened up. And I couldn't understand why, because these are the things that I loved. But it was like my body was saying enough, but I kept pushing and I kept grinding. And you know how our wonderful people, our coaches, our mentors tell us, push through it. You got to grind through it. Stay on the grind. Stay up all night if you have to. And I do believe in those things. However, when your body begins to respond to the grinding, to all of the things that you are constantly pushing yourself, getting that book out, working those things through your system, making those 100 phone calls for your speaking engagements, for your multi-level marketing business, for your sales business. You're doing all of these things to push through, and your body is saying, stop. Just stop. And that's what I needed to do, was just stop. My mind, I felt like my head was pressured, and all of these things was just compounding in my head, and I just needed to stop. I just needed to stop. I needed to stop so much, to the point where I got tired of the world around me spinning, where I got lost trying to get home, and I didn't know whether when I woke up, if it was Monday or Sunday. I just didn't know, and I realized I was at the point of almost a breakdown. And this was not that long ago. And so us in this position of helping others, we need to remember to give back and help ourselves. So with that, I started to work on my own things that I teach my own clients, because I can't teach something that I don't, apply to my own personal life. And so I want to talk to you about some 10 positive major tips that you can do to create an environment and a habit of positive thinking. But please understand this. Let me make this disclaimer. This is not a, quick, easy magic pill to make yourself happy. It's none of that. It's about consistent, on purpose, habit forming events that you must do in order to have positive thinking. So the first and foremost thing that I want you to be able to understand is that you got, number one, a positive mind attracts positive events. So when you're constantly thinking of the good things, I don't care how small it is, that you woke up today, that you were able to, drive your car started, you know what I'm saying? All of those different things. So when you have positive thinking, you attract positive events, positive people. Number two, great harmonious relationships. When you are thinking positive things and you're attracting positive people and events, what you're doing is you are creating an environment. You're creating soil. Those thoughts are seeds that you're planting in soil so that you can create great harmonious relationships. Okay, so how those two tie in. Number three is that you want to be able to know that positive thinking has a result of success. So success is the key. It is the result of positive thinking. So I want you to understand that don't just think I'm going to walk around and looking all happy and and all that. I got this smile on my face, which is great, but some people walk around with a smile on their face and that's not how they really are. They're just putting on a mask. But when you have great positive thinking, that's number one, which will bring in positive events or people. You'll create harmonious relationships, which in turn, number three, will create success. Number four, you want to remove the stress out of your life. Wendy, how do you do that? You can do that by write down all of the things that you're doing. Just right now, all the goals that you're doing right now, all the steps that you're doing right now, I want you to take the time out to think what it is that I'm doing. What is it that I'm doing right now that's overwhelming? And start looking at how you can possibly cut some things out, reduce, take a step back, or maybe just even take a vacation. Okay. Number five, for positive thinking, you want to think optimistic. You want to have an optimistic attitude, and that will turn all of your problems into opportunities. So many times we think that if we have negative thoughts, okay, nothing will happen. Well, then that's true. I want you to know that's true. But if you have positive thoughts about your problem, see the other side of your problem, see the silver lining of that cloud of thought, and look at the opportunities that come from that, you can really create some positive thinking. We got to be able to look at all of the stressful things that are going on in our life and the world and say, what is it can I learn from this? What positive things can come out of this, even in this mess? There is power in your pain. And once you understand that, you can be able to get those opportunities from that. Number six, you will notice the abundance of good things in your life. We got to stay clear and we got to stay focused on the great things that are happening. If we stay too focused on all of the bad things, all of the stresses, what you don't have, what the other person is doing, I'm not enough. Why did he get that book deal? Why did she get that speaking engagement? I've been working so hard. Why did she get that promotion and I didn't? When you start thinking about those things, you won't have abundance. But when you can be appreciative of the small successes, you'll begin to have abundance of life. Number seven, you want to be able to boost your motivation, okay? Your motivation of not giving up enhances your positive thinking. So when you're constantly doing steps 1 through 6, you are creating an environment of motivation. It keeps you going. But at the same time, you're being aware that sometimes you may have to take a step back, give yourself a break, take a vacation, turn the videos off, unplug for a little while, and get silent. Number 8, beauty will shine from within. Okay? It's you. You are positivity. That's what you have to believe. You have, and I want you all to say it with me. You ready? I am positive thought. I am abundance. I am wealthy. You have to use the words I am so to create those positive things in your life. And I want you to be able to continue to do that. Number 9, optimism can improve your immunity. Positive thinking improves the health. Studies have shown that when you put a sick person in a supportive, healthy, positive environment, they get well. Their symptoms tend to improve. So put yourself in these constant 8 steps so that you can obtain step 9, which is to have good, strong, immune, healthy system. And the last one is positive thinking is good for your health. It's just good for it. When you are constantly in a state of positivity, and please understand, I know it's work, but when you are in the constant grind of being positive and seeing the silver lining around your setbacks, your bumps in the road, or what have you, you're failing forward and you're looking at all the amazing things and you're enjoying the journey, you can create wonderful, strong health within yourself. You're exercising, even if it's 30 minutes a day, even if it's just walking, you're moving, you're shaking, you're feeling good, you're breathing good. You won't have chest pain anymore. Yes, you have good heart. So positive thinking is just not thinking about the happy thoughts. It's about looking at life from a different lens, looking at it from a global perspective, like you was an eagle and you were soaring above it all, so that you can be able to see in all of the chaos, find the rose, find the daisy, find the positive things in all of that, so you can create all of those things. I hope this was helpful. I hope you enjoyed this. I will see you all again. Thank you so much. You have a great one. Bye-bye.